everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Titans going up against the Texans. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And his first look is incomplete. As we get a glance at the starting lineup offensively, let's discuss the former Heisman Trophy winner, Derrick Henry.
He was definitely disappointed that he dropped to the second round. Only one running back went in the first. That was Ezekiel Elliott. But I think Derrick Henry has a chance to have a special NFL career. He's not just big and strong, has way better feet than he's ever been given credit for.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Kevin Johnson's skills just continue to get better and better. An elite athlete out on the corner. He's up to the challenge of any receiver.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On 3rd down, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Texans take possession.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play.
And now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And the D looking like they may blitz. Osweiler. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he cuts it out left sideline. Room ahead. Touchdown, Titans. Carlos Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. The starting defense for the Titans.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Here we go now.
Now Osweiler on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle. but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
The throw on first down with Osweiler. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Play action. It's Osweiler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Richard Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Mariota now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down carry for Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down, 8. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mariota firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Second down, Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And here comes the Texans now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Fielded just inside the 20. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he's brought down. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if some guys, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. It's a pickup of 19. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
4 yards remaining now on second down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Let's get there. Here we go now. 51 to Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Kill. Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun on third down, Osweiler. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They come out here in the eye. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Shift together here from the D-line.
No. Check. Patriot. Watching that, Barney.
They'll run with Davis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Over. Now let's go. 3-19.
They go play action now. Osweiler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On 3rd down, Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Fresh set of downs here. Here's Davis now. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
It's not always as trite as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
On second down, here's Osweiler. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. So now it's first and goal. Mariota gives to Henry. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up second and goal. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Their big tight end, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Now Osweiler on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. Here's Osweiler to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they get 28 yards on that one. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. And now a first down following that long gain. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard, leopard, leopard.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch him now. Shit. Set. Blue 90.
Throwing again, Osweiler. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here comes the D swarming to the line, and the offense moving quickly to the line.
Jack Patriot. All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Osweiler. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
How to be 6'7", be able to see over coverages into open windows. Brock Osweiler just did that with the slant route.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Osweiler. That's caught at the 1. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Mike Davis with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Mariota now to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another pistol look here. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. 2nd down, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They'll throw again. Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it. But don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They were stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, there are times when I feel a little bit guilty about offering some criticism because I see the thought process here, trying to bounce it outside and gain some yardage. But every now and then you got to think ahead and just take your medicine. Go down. Don't give up anymore.
So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Let's go.
They go play action with Osweiler. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Their big-bodied receiver, 83 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackling.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Throwing here, Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quan Alexander coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second down following the incompletion. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go.
He's back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. One last shot for Osweiler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Well, going into the final play.